Okay, so we are live again. Right. Okay, so thank you for waiting, everyone. I was just setting everything up. Got a red screen on today. It's a little bit of a different for you. I need to hold that down with. That'll do for now. So yeah, today I am filming an Expand Universe called Partners. So it's got RC in this one. I've actually changed the position of my laptop. So before it was further back, whereas now I've actually managed to get it on the table. So you can actually see what I'm doing. Like I said, we learn something new all the time. So, a quick drink before I start. Now, quickly, I'm just going to share this live stream very quickly, just to let people know that that I'm streaming. So, I will be 1 minute. Again, thank you for waiting. I do appreciate that. I'm going to share on YouTube. I'm going to share on Facebook. So yeah, again, this is for the Expand Universe called Partners. So yeah, it's an average sort of episode, really, like in length, in terms of length. We've got it's probably going to be about 5 minutes long, maybe 4 minutes. Again, I'm just sharing this online. And I'm just going to share it on to my voice sectors. Okay, right. I think that's everything. Where's not it? There we go. Okay, all right, I'm ready to start. I hope everyone else is ready as well. Again, thank you for waiting. So, you'll notice I have a red screen, and I'll explain why in a moment. I'm just gonna get this lighting right. So, yeah, the reason why I've got a red screen is the first ever time I've done a red screen. But we'll see how it goes. Right. And again, if you have any questions, please do feel free to comment But for the red screen, normally I would do green screen, but RC here is like a really light shade of blue. And I remember the last time I green screened her, it didn't turn out the best. So I'm not going to blue screen her because, I mean, she's blue. Although I have green screened Ratchet before, and that was... Yeah, I'm not doing that again. So I'm going to go red screen. The only thing you have to be careful of is these little silver, pinky bits of paint here. Now, these do look like they've faded a little bit. They used to be a little bit more pink, but they look like they've faded. I think it's light damage. Anyway, I'm going to get straight into filming. So... I might actually flip the camera here. It'll help me get lower down. More of a low shot. Right. And again, if anyone has any questions about the episode, me, any other projects, and that is my dog in the background if you can hear him. He's deep in sleep. Yeah, if anyone has any questions about anything at all, please do not hesitate to ask. It's been a while since I've, handled this figure, so I'm just trying to make sure there's no cracks or anything. Because the last time I picked a Prime figure up, it cracked on me. Just looking at the script right now. And that's a neighbour's dog, so if it's not my dog, it's a neighbour's dog. Okay, so I know what I'm doing now. Just got to make sure that the lighting is right. That's pretty good, actually. That is good, and yeah, that's good. You'll see how I have to maneuver my hands under the lights. It's not ideal, but from my tripod needs balancing a little bit more. There we go. Right. So we're just gonna bring. You probably can't see it on my phone, but I've just filmed a little bit of the red screen here. And all I'm going to do is just bring RC in frame ever so slightly. Because she's going to walk into frame here. And I'm probably going to film for about an hour again, maybe a little longer, depends. Just trying to get it so you guys can see. Let me try something actually. Yeah, so it's this light that's making it a little bit hard to see. Let me actually try and adjust this so you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, so I'm just going to start again because I've moved the light. So I'm just going to... It doesn't matter because I've only done one shot. So take a photo of the red screen just so I know this is shot 1. And then move our scene to frame here just so if the corner of a foot's just in frame there. And then I'm going to start the walk cycle. So I'm going to just bring the left leg up a little bit. Move her body slightly. Not too much, got to be gentle. It's actually, there we go, stuck there. and then bring her right leg, start bending that through. And we're going to work opposite body mechanics. So her left arm's going to come forward a little bit, and her right arm's going to lower. Just, I mean, you can't really see that in the frame at the moment, but just so we build this habit of as she walks in frame. Again, bend the right leg. And as we start, again, you might think, why am I doing this if she's not in frame fully? If I just move her legs and then start to move her arms, it'll kind of take the realism out of it. At least as she walks in frame now, we know that's how she's meant to be walking. Hey, we have someone here. Hello. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Whoops. Got to bend the left leg a little bit more. Raise her up a little bit. The ball joints seem really stiff for some reason. I don't know why. Because she's out of frame, I'm just going to hold onto this here. Just got to be careful again with these silver bits on the leg, because this is going to be a bit of a pain editing, to be honest. And as her right leg comes forward, her left arm goes back and her right arm comes forward. Right. It's weird. Sometimes you forget like which leg you're working on. You do a shot and then you're just like, oh, which side did I actually move just then? We have a question from Benno. When will this be set? So this is set after the Exodus of Cybertron, which hasn't actually come out yet. That's a project of itself. So after the mass exodus of Cybertron, after everyone's evacuated the planet, we're kind of left with a lot of Autobots really trying to find their way, and obviously that's where Autobots come to Earth. For this, it's set almost between two scenes of Dawn of Corruption Part 3. So it's kind of, there's a bit in Dawn of Corruption Part 3 where there's, I forget how long it is, but there's a time jump in the middle. Bumblebee basically gets shot, and after he gets shot, he kind of goes in for repairs, basically. And then we have, like, I think it's about 3 weeks or 3 months, I forget which one, but there's a time jump. And in that time jump, we see RC come to Earth and she fights Knockout. And yeah, so with the time jump, this kind of takes place between those two scenes. So between Bumblebee getting shot in Dawn of Corruption Part 3 and RC's arrival on Earth in Dawn of Corruption Part 3. So it's in between those two scenes. But yeah, that's like the sort of specific of it. I guess just generally it's set again after the Exodus of Cybertron, but it's after, but it's before, Sazar RC comes to Earth. And you can probably guess, with it being a red screen, there's going to be a background. So comment, what you think, where you think she is. I'll be interested to know what your thoughts are on this, on her whereabouts. I think walking is definitely one of the most hardest things to learn for stop motion. It's one of the things, when you get it, it's fine. You can really maximize your stop motion experience when you get the walking, but it's practicing that walking. But again, once you get it, it's fine. It's just finding out how the body mechanics work, because you kind of think just generally like, oh, I know how to walk. Walking is easy. But when you kind of sit there with a figure and you think, okay, how do I make this walk? What bit do I move first? That's where it really starts to, make you think. No, I don't want that. And again, if you have any more questions about anything, please comment. This is actually the Cybertronian mode for my RC as well. Because again, in Dawn of Corruption Part 3, RC comes to Earth. So this is what she looks like in Dawn of Corruption, and what she looks like throughout Dawn of Corruption Part 3. Because in the End of Days, we see that she is the blue knockoff, actually, a knockoff figure, but it's a blue version of the 2007 movie RC. So throughout Dawn of Corruption Part 3, technically, RC has her Cybertronian mode. Normally it's one of the first things that Transformer does, just scan a new form, but no, RC keeps her Cybertronian mode throughout the episode. And that wasn't actually something that I did accidentally. I did it deliberately, mainly because I didn't have an RC. I didn't have another RC figure at the time, so I just had to, make do. But I kind of thought, like, it'd be interesting if RC actually just keeps her Cybertronian mode throughout the episode. Oops. Nearly went there. I think it's good to work with different sort of figures, because the last time I filmed with this RC, it was Dawn of Corruption Part 3, and that was let me check on my phone, because I finished this shot, so it don't matter if my camera moves. Let me check when Dawn of Corruption Part 3 was. It's got to be 4 years ago. It's got to be. Where's the playlist for? There we go. Dawn of Corruption Part 3. 5 years. Wow. Okay. So it came out in 2016, June. So it's gone up to 6 years since I actually did Dawn of... Wow, that's made me feel old. Oh no. That's not good. So 6 years since I filmed with this figure. And again, it's good to go back and really film with different figures. I do find it very interesting. They each have their own feel to it. It's just interesting, really. I love to film with various, I have a really good variety of figures I like to film with. not always the same ones over time. Okay, I'm on to my next shot now. I might actually do another low shot. Let me see what that would look like. Oh, I don't want to zoom in. What's going on here? The low shots really put the character in perspective of like being in a position of power. It's like if the camera's low and it's looking up, that shows that they're in power. If the camera is like looking down, shows someone's like inferior. So when you get like an over the shoulder shot, so like for example, obviously it's here. If I was to do an over the shoulder shot here, where you can see over her shoulder, let's say if I was looking over her shoulder and there was someone here, we would imply that RC is dominant over this other person. Whereas if we did a low shot here, like looking up at someone, like say Megatron's here and he's towering over her, we're looking up at Megatron, so it's like RC is inferior to Megatron. That's a little tip for camera movements. Hey, Endport, hello. Hey, we've got Benno as well. Hello, Benno. Sorry, I didn't see those messages pop up. But yeah, I did see your message, Endport, but I haven't listened to it yet. Because obviously I've got the live. What am I doing now? I've lost my train of thought. Oh yes, the other way around. I got lost there explaining the different shots. Right. I don't want the camera too low, but I want it just so it's kind of looking up. Hey, thank you. Yeah, and if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. Like I said. Let's see what sort of lighting we can get in here. Again, it's the first time I've used a red screen, so I'm kind of just trying to take it a little bit steady with it, just so I don't accidentally ruin the shot. I'm trying to get it so you guys can see the figure as well. That'll do. I've got good lighting on here anyway. In fact, I might actually just adjust this one because those silver bits on RC's legs are worrying me a little bit. They're reflecting the red quite a lot. But it's easy to do it this way than on the green screen and potentially lose the entire figure with her blue colour. But yeah, today's been literally the first ever time I've animated live, unless I've done it before and I just don't remember. But yeah, it's been the first time I've actually animated live. There we go. It's one of them things that stop motion. You can spend all day doing it and you can get like 30 seconds of footage. I think professional stop motion animators, I think they get, for a full day's work or like 6 or 7 hours, I think it's 5 seconds a day. Whereas I tend to get quite a lot done, to be fair. But then professional stop motions, they take so many more photos. That's ridiculous. I admire it, to be fair. It is a really good, really interesting thing. I also find as well that you kind of get to know the figure better. It sounds weird, but you know, when you just transform it a few times and put it on a shelf, that's it. You know, you take it at face value. But when you're like studying it on camera, making sure everything's okay, you're handling it, looking at it, and then you go to edit the figure, you really get a sense of the detail of the figure. I noticed bits on Skybyte earlier that I didn't notice before. And I've had that figure for, well, since it came out. When was Thrilling 30, I think. I forgot what year it came out. Must have been, well, we had 3 years. We had Combine Wars, Titans Turns, Power of the Primes, not the Prime Wars trilogy, that is a Prime Wars trilogy. We've had War of Cybertron trilogy, so that's 6. Then we had a generation before that, so 7 years since Thrilling 30. So what I'm going to do on this one is raise her arm. So she's basically, so I'll read a little bit of the script for you. So RC walks past the screen, which we've just done, that little shot as she walks past, as we see her ship behind her. I haven't got the ship yet. I'll edit that in later. She raises her arm to see a map. So I'm going to raise her arm now. Obviously in post-production, she's going to look at, holographic map. And one thing I like to do as well, I keep talking, but when I like do a walk cycle, or if I do a certain movement, I like to do the movement myself. So it sounds weird, but like as she raises her arm, I sometimes literally raise my arm just so I can kind of see, like, naturally without forcing it, how does the arm or the leg move. So for me, as I would raise my arm, my palm would go to the floor. So it kind of gives me an indication of how to raise this arm, so it doesn't just kind of like raise robotically. No pun intended. So I'm going to try and get her elbow pointing outwards and her palm facing downwards. I'm kind of looking forward to editing this red screen, but I've never done it. And again, as I raise my arm, I kind of think, when does the wrist turn? So I'm thinking as her elbow comes up, the wrist starts to turn a little bit. So maybe the next shot, her wrist starts to turn. A lot of people use blue tack to make sure their figures don't move. I have used that in the past, and it never really works out for me, to be honest. So I just try and keep the figure as still as possible. And I try and keep the same focus point. So if I click like her leg and then a face and the arm, then the wings and the gun, each one of, that's my dog again. I apologize for that. He's grumbling. If I change the focus point, it really changes the lighting of the shot. So I try to generally keep the same focus point, which is her head, chest. So you don't get any I forgot what it's called. Lens flare, is it? Light flare? I forget. But yeah, the light flickering thing, I took a tip off a YouTube video, so I'll show you what I mean in a bit when I've done this shot. But on my phone, I have a grid, And you can also get it in like Hit Film Editor and stuff like that, where you're editing a shot and you can just add a grid just to kind of see, what's in each square. But I have a grid on my camera right now, and it kind of shows me what's in each square. Because I watched a video and it said, be aware of what's in, the shot. You don't always want everything in the same place. Try and fill the frame. Try and get some unique angles. Maybe have something in this corner, then hit here and here. So, make it a little bit different. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to get her head to start turning in now so she looks at the map. Again, if anyone has any questions, please do ask. Or if you just, have anything you want to add or say, feel free to do so. How's everyone's day going as well? I hope everyone's good. I think that's a pretty good shot. My dogs have been so noisy today. You'd think they'd be quiet when they sleep, but no, they are not. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean with the grid. So on my phone, I have this grid here, and like I said, it shows you what is in each square. So you can really either fill the frame like this, or you can make it like one side like that, and really make a unique sort of picture, rather than the grid being off and you just kind of take photos, because that's what I used to do. I just had the grid off and I took loads of photos. And yeah, I'm going to do one more shot just here. So she's looking around now. And I do want to do more live animations, live filming, sorry. So if you guys want to see that as well, please let me know. I could always bring guest stars on as well, some of the voice actors. Just thinking. I'm going to turn ahead to the right. I'm thinking, do I go left or do I go right? Oh, wait, Thanatos. Wait. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I've seen some of the old like filming stuff of filming stuff. You gave me that comment and I just say filming stuff. No, I've seen some of the behind the scenes and like some of the shots of King Kong, and it does actually look pretty good how they've done it. Oops. I think sometimes, well, you have to pay attention to how the character's body is. Sometimes I've done it myself, but sometimes I've got like a shot where the leg is just kind of sticking out weirdly. Like, I'll tell you a good example. In End of Days, there's a shot with Optimus and his leg is just like really, really wonky. And every time I see it, I'm just like, oh, why didn't I not see that earlier? And it's just one of the things you can bypass you so easily because there's so much in the shot. Sometimes you just generally miss it. So it's always good to have a look at the figure and just think, are they leaning too far forward? Does it look a little bit unnatural? Mind wipe. Yeah, well, if Input's still still watching, we have Mind Wipe with us. what were inspirational Transformers stop motion YouTubers, and do you watch any other? Yeah, so I watch a lot of stop motions. I really like Night Slashes, as they were very good. A really, really big one that inspired me. A lot of people don't know him, I don't think, because I think he stopped making YouTube videos, but he went by the name Ashton Animations, and then he changed it to Nucleonic Animations. Go check him out. He's still got all his YouTube Transformer stop motions up. He just hasn't uploaded anything, but he was really a big backbone and inspiration to my universe. Because I remember when I watched them, I did my own stop motions, but his was next level, and I always thought, oh, I'd love to make a story like that. I'd love to animate like that. And again, go check them out. Nucleonic Animations. You might have to type in like Transformer stop motion so it comes up, but yeah, they still hold up. I still really like them. Sometimes I go back and watch them. I watch other stop motion content creators as well. Not all Transformers. I watch some Star Wars or just some general stuff. I really like Wallace and Gromit as well. Yeah, Night Slash was very good. I'll type it in so you can go search for him. I'll type it in. Nucleonic. I think that was it. Nucleonic Animations. Yep. Yeah, go search that. You might have to type in like Transformers in front of it, so it comes up. I'm not sure if it'll just come up. Just typing that. But yeah, he was a big inspiration for me. I will pin Benno's comment up as well, just so other people might, say who inspired them as well. I know Thanatos has said Night Slash. He's a very good one. Okay, what next? So, how long have I been streaming for? So, I've probably been filming about half an hour, and I've done the first line. Okay. But again, like I said in the poet, what I did earlier, is I like to talk things through and explain why I'm doing something. So in future, I can come back and think, oh yeah, that was why I did it. Wallace and Gromit. Yeah. Although the game really annoyed me, the Wallace and Gromit games, I had one of them on PlayStation. I played it, couldn't do it. So I bought the other Wallace and Gromit game thinking it might be easier, and it weren't. It was worse. I couldn't do them. As for the animation for Wallace and Gromit, they are amazing. I used to have loads of Wallace and Gromit merchandise. Hello, Random Dice Studios. How are you? Hope you're good. Hope you're having a good day, and thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Thanks, Random Dice. I'm good. Just animating an expanded universe right now. And for those of you who joined after I said it, this is an expanded universe that takes place after the exodus of Cybertron, but it kind of takes place between the events of Dawn of Corruption Part 3, the first half, and the second half of Dawn of Corruption Part 3. Basically, in Dawn of Corruption Part 3, there's a scene where Bumblebee basically gets shot. And then there's a time jump between that and the next scene. I think it's like 3 weeks or 3 months. something like that. I know there's a 3 involved. I think it's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, there's a time jump involved where Bumblebee gets shot, and then, like I said, so many weeks later, RC comes to Earth, and this kind of takes place between there. Trying to think. Just reading the script right now on the computer. I'm gonna change this angle. Actually, I'm not a massive fan of it. But yeah, like I said, if anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. This is hopefully going to be out. Well, I don't really know, to be honest. But I'm hoping it's going to come out soon. I'm going to bring her foot forward a little bit. There we go. Try not to knock her over. Every animation is different as well. Like Skybright early was literally sat on a rock, so I didn't really have to do much with him. Whereas RC's more, she's kind of more in the shot in the moment. Oh, moved it. So I've kind of got to keep hold of her and make sure she's not going to just fall. When Skybright was just, like I said, sat on a rock, literally. Just sat on a rock. Well, I'm not going to say what he's doing because I'll spoil the episode for you. I don't know if you can hear my dog in the background snoring away. To start the show, my dog. My dog seemed to just kind of crash my video sometimes. There's been so many moments on camera when I've just been recording. My dog just bursts in. Or he'll just walk behind me and just start staring at me and wagging his tail and crying because he wants to go out. And yeah. And if he's not doing that, he's snoring in the background. But I'm not going to shut the dogs out, you know. If they want to come in and talk in the video, If they want to come in and be in the video, they can. Right. I think RC is such an interesting character because she's portrayed so differently in like literally every continuity. You've got G1, you've got Prime, where she's very independent, strong. You know, she could probably beat Bumblebee in a fight. To be fair, I mean, she pinned him up against the wall in one of the episodes, and that was when Bumblebee were proper emotional. You know, wasn't pulling any punches, and RC just threw him against a wall. I think next to Optimus, RC is the most capable fighter, even probably more so than Bulkhead, to be honest. I mean, Bulkhead's very strong and he's a wrecker, but RC has that quick stealth and just those. She's more likely to put like a combination of fight moves together, whereas Bulkhead and maybe Ratchet, but might throw through punches and a kick or so. But RC's more. She reminds me of like an MMA fighter. I mean, of course, you've got IDWRC, who is completely the opposite. She's the same in terms of fighting, probably even more deadlier than Prime RC, but her character is so different. RC in my universe is kind of. She's a bit of all of the RCs, kind of. She's heavily inspired by Prime, and that's not because I'm using the Prime figure. But she's heavily inspired by how emotional Prime RC is. I remember at TF Nation as well, the online convention last year, they were saying how, the writers of Prime were saying how proud they were of RC's character development, and that she was one of their favourites that they wrote because of how far she came as a character, really. I think there's something just like soothing about stop motion. Just, I mean, anyone can just sit and move a figure's limbs, but when you kind of take time to really take it slow and really move the figure slow, they start off as a vehicle and then they end up as a robot on there, doing some crazy flip. When you've taken it so slow, you see the movement and how far the shots come, even if it lasts 4 seconds. And then you animate it and you see you've just created that. It's really cool. Right. Okay. And again, please feel free to guess where RC is. If anyone correctly guesses, I will say if it's true. I will. I'm just kind of curious if people are actually going to get it. Like I said, she's in a Cybertronian mode, so she hasn't arrived on Earth yet. So, guesses where RC is. It would be interesting as well. If I download the video, what I'm recording right now, and it's a 49-minute video so far stream. If I just speed it up, and you kind of see like my hands moving so fast, and you'll be able to see the figure actually move. I've seen that done before in other people's video where they time lapse themselves doing a stop motion, and it's very interesting because you see how they move the figure and what it would look like fast, and then you see the actual final product, and it just interests me. And yeah, a lot of people probably don't have time for stop motion, or it's not their thing, or they want to do something else, and that's totally fine. I think everyone has their own thing. if you're not too good at something, you might be really good at something else. I've seen so many talented people make stuff recently. A lot of I've seen audio dramas. TF Concepts SM. He's very, very good at audio dramas. His stories are really good. I love as well how you kind of build that picture in your head of what's happening, and you don't have to see it to understand what's happening. That's what I love about it. I did think about doing not an audio series, but I did think, it'd be interesting to do an audio episode one day just to try it out, canon to this universe. But I don't know yet. I'm a visual person. I like to see it as well. Well, visual as in I like my videos to be visual. Again, I love listening to audio series. For me, I like to make a visual thing. But again, I haven't tried an audio series before, so I don't know what it would be like. If I could get any Transformer figure, which would it be? I don't know, to be honest. There's so many. It's one of them things, like when you can have anything you want, you never know what to wish for. I would say maybe the Dark of the Moon Studio Series Optimus Prime, the leader class with the upgrade kit. I'd really like that. I grew up with the Bayverse Optimus Prime. That's my Optimus Prime, to be honest. I got the Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series Prime. I never got the 2007 SS Prime, and I didn't get the Dark of the Moon one with the trailer. So if I had a definitive Dark of the Moon Optimus with all his mech tech gadgets, or his trailer and everything, his axe, his sword, it would be a definitive Optimus Prime. Other than that, I would absolutely love the Thunder Leader. I think Wei Zhang made that one. Apart from they've gone into bankruptcy or something happened because of the copyright. So they're not really making them anymore. So it's a bit of an issue. But Thunder Leader, wow, that looked amazing. Let's see. What about you? What figures would you want? When I watched the 2007 movie, I thought everyone was Bulkhead because I've only seen Prime by then. Yeah, I know for Age of Extinction, Hound was inspired by Bulkhead quite a lot. So a lot of people, originally when Hound came out, was like, hey, it's Bulkhead. So yeah, they did take a lot of inspiration from Prime, I think. And I think Prime took a lot of inspiration from Michael Bay. You had Bumblebee and Prime, who looked very, the same. Then you had Hound, who looked the same as Bulkhead. Yeah, took a lot of inspiration from ones. Knockout's base. Do you mean the driller? The Anadron driller set? Is that? Because that's actually a pretty good set. Try and get that if you can. It's strange as well because you actually ache when you do stop motion. It sounds so weird. Like you just sit there, but it hurts. It does hurt. You know when you're like in like a crunched position with limited space, and your hands are like this constantly in the air. It does actually ache. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, we've got a few messages here. I'd like a Prime Optimus Prime because I don't have an Optimus. Yeah, I know. What company is it? I forgot what company it is now. It is a third party, but they have APC. That's it. APC Toys. They've made a good one. Good Optimus Prime from Prime. So the script, making decent progress on the script. Oh, we got another message. What tripod do I use? So it's, I got it from Argus in the UK. It says Jobby. I don't know the name of it, to be honest with you. But like I said, I got it from Argus, and just one of these like little ball. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, it's like got little mobility ball joint things. But yeah, it says Joby or Jobby. Best tripod I've ever had, to be honest. Hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Thank you for joining. Okay, so now I'm going to do a bit of a higher shot, actually. I'm going to kind of be like overlooking over the shoulder shot for RC. I'm just going to raise the tripod a little bit, just alter the leg so I get a bit of a higher angle on it. Just reading the script. I'm going to turn ahead that way, actually. Start the shot from here. Again, trying to make sure the figure is not in an awkward position. Hey, TF Concepts, how are you? Yeah, I mentioned TF Concepts earlier. Go check him out. He's the guy who does the audio series. Very good at what he does. Oh, this camera's angle is a little bit awkward to get. How was college, TF Concepts? How was college? Is it good? I better charge my phone soon. It's nearly dead. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, TF. Just working on Expand Universe right now. Partners. It's a story that takes place between two scenes in Dawn of Corruption Part 3 before RC gets to Earth. So, yeah, it's going slow, but I think what I've got so far is pretty good. First time I'm doing a red screen, though. Like I said, normally I do green screen. I've done blue screen before. It's weird doing a blue screen. I don't know. I'm so used to green screen. Obviously, I'm not going to blue screen RC. Green screen, the last time I did it didn't turn out the best with RC. So I'm hoping the red screen is going to be better. It looks like she's leaning back a bit, but I think it's just a backpack. Oh yeah, that's good, TF. Glad you had a good day. What time is it for you? The time zones are so strange. I've got actors who are in the US, and it's probably about 10, 11 a.m. for them. And I've got some actors in Australia, and it's like probably 3 a.m. for them when I'm in the UK. So it's nearly 5 p.m. for me. So. Hang on. Let me just take that shot so I know where I am. Oh no, you're not rude at all, random dice. Let me put your comment. No, you're not rude at all. Don't worry. I do enjoy it when people ask, when is this coming out, because it really makes me think people are still interested in it, and it's worth making it because people are going to watch it, people are going to still enjoy it. I do have a Leadfoot as well. I have Studio Series Leadfoot. He was gifted to me by Harrison Gottfried. But as for First Under the Wreckers, it's still coming out. It's a story that I want to get right, and it's taken me ages to write it, and it's nearly done. I've been writing like so many stories, so I've just kind of taken, and there she goes, and there she goes. It's fine though. I don't want to take that one shot, and I was going to be done. So First Stand, it's a story that I've been working on for ages, and again, it's a story that I want to get right. I'm hoping to start production one day soon. I am hoping to do it soon. So yeah, I'm not going to say like an exact date. But I'm definitely making it. So thank you for asking that, because I'll tell you what, Twins, what is my favorite expanded universe. You might think, why not End of Days when you spent nearly a year making it? I really do enjoy End of Days. End of Days will always have a special place in my heart. Twins, there's just something about it. I really like the bond of brothers between Topspin and Twin Twist, and it's one story that's more plot focused and just a load of action. And there's so many things that I introduced, like Quake, Croc, Trigger Happy, Topspin, Twin Twist. I tried to explore that split spark element, and then it left on a cliffhanger. And I really do enjoy the Twins. So when it comes back to First Under the Wreckers, I am definitely going all out. So it is coming. It is coming. Oh, nice. I didn't know you was in the UK. If you did tell me, I apologize. I don't know if I remember, but I didn't know you was in the UK. What head? For Twin Twist, it was Reveal the Shield mindset. So I basically took I forget the exact name of the figure, but it's like Battle Armor or Road Armor Topspin or something from Dark of the Moon, because you had the original release and then you had the Armored Topspin. I had that figure. I just modified the shoulder cannons so they were like pointing downwards. I used Reveal the Shield mindset's head it does actually fit perfectly, but I've just got to be careful because I don't want to wear the joint out on the head. For topspin on that, I actually pull the guns off. I had arm guns on twin twist as well, but for topspin, I took all his guns off to make topspin like a little bit not smaller, because obviously they're the same figure, they're both the same size, but for topspin, I kind of wanted that smaller appearance. If you put topspin in the frame here, he will take up like pretty much most of it. Like if I point the camera towards, pretend RC is topspin, she's in the middle, topspin will easily like fill all the frame here, whereas twin twist will fill all the frame here, but topspin will literally fill like this center here, and that's it. So I kind of wanted twin twist to have that more body language where he's larger. He does appear larger. Okay, I'm gonna take another couple of shots. I want to bring this in more there. Oh. I'm probably going to keep going for a good 10-15 minutes. Because my phone's about to die, and I think my laptop's on low battery as well. That's the only downside when I film with my phone. The phone dies so easily. It runs out of battery very easily. What else do I need? Do one from the side there. That looks good. There's a lot of kind of long shots in here. Oop. Struggling to get this in frame here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to get another shot where she's how am I going to do this? I think I might get to look up. So look. Yeah, that's perfect. I always find it funny how RC just had like the biggest gun out of every figure. Like her arm blade is massive, her gun is just huge. I mean, you can add the two together as well to make it even bigger. Okay, I'm going to get a few shots of her face. Some of these will be talking shots, some of these will be still shots. Or I might pan across the screen a little bit. You know, like have the photo here and just get it to pan a little bit. Good shot. And again, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. Sometimes it's good just to rotate the figure and just get a decent number of shots, just in case you change your mind and you want the figure in a different position. Change that back there. There we go. Sometimes you think, oh, I'll have it in this position, and sometimes you really want to change it. Do I have a Discord? I have Discord, yeah. I don't have a server yet. I did want to make one. I'm not too familiar with Discord, to be honest. I get the concept of it, and I kind of get the basic functions of it, but I've never actually made a Discord. But I do want to make one. If I do make one, I will probably like make a video on it, or I'll say something to say that I've got a Discord. So my phone's on 31%. My laptop is on 29. Both basically the same. My dog's just staring at me right now, probably thinking, why am I talking to myself? Or maybe he thinks I'm talking to my dog or my other dog. Okay. I am going to I've probably got about 5 minutes left before I have a break, charge my phone, charge my laptop. And again, I might do these videos more often because I've quite enjoyed actually talking through my process of filming. Filming's one of them things. Sometimes you start and you get loads done, or you can just go the whole day and just get nothing done. Today's not been too bad though. It's been pretty good. Lighting is very it's a bit of a pain sometimes, to be honest. It's kind of like trying to find the perfect balance of light on the figure and light on the red, because although you're going to edit the red out, you don't want it so it's an uneven color, because then when you go to edit the figure in post-production, you get bits of red that'll stay, and you'll get bits of red that'll be deleted. Ideally, you want it all the same, so it all goes in one nice edit. And trust me, when you get that edit where it's like a green screen or blue screen or red screen, when you get that perfect contrast, everything's perfect colors, and you just add the green screen, and sometimes you don't need to mess about with the settings. Sometimes the lighting is so on point that you don't have to do anything. It's so satisfying when you do that. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, if you like altered the a bit of the figures out, that would that'd be interesting. That, because it would make sense. She's very similar. Like, take her Wolf Cybertron figure. That's very similar to Sideswipe. They're both kind of like a sports car. They've both got similar sort of proportions to them. Right. So she's going to shake her head. So I think I might make this the final shot before I end the stream. So she's going to shake her head. Just take the first photo first. I've done so many shots where characters have shook their head, and it's literally just turning it one way, turning it all the way back, turning it all the way back again, and then sometimes you turn it back again. Depends on how much you shake the head. If you do a quick shake like I'm doing right now, it'll be quick. If you do someone shaking the head constantly, that'll take ages. But yeah, before the stream ends, has anyone got any last? Yeah, thank you, Random Dice. You too as well. Like I said, I'm gonna go for a few more minutes, just finish this shot, and then I'm gonna end the stream after that. But yeah, before I do end the stream, if anyone's got any final things they want to share, any final questions, please do ask. If not, if someone's watching this and the stream's ended, comment below your questions and I'll answer them. But again, I really want to kind of do a time lapse of this stream just so you can see me moving the figures in fast motion. I'm not sure if people have left up, but if people are starting to leave, I just want to say thank you for joining. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for Bounty Hunter. That's going to be coming out. Again, I don't know if any of you watched the previous stream earlier, but I had a lot of technical issues on that, and it's really delayed it coming out. But now, I'm hoping to have it out soon, hopefully sometime this week. Ideally, I want it out now. But just, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for more Expanded Universes, and stay tuned for just general stuff, really. Again, I've got Instagram, so at TFM5000, I post a lot of stuff there. Behind the scenes, stop motions, live streams. Hey, Noble6. Thank you for joining. So I'm just coming to the end of this shot here. So she's shook her head. Just going to bring it back to where it started, and I'm going to move it one more time. Curious how this is going to work, editing the red screen. I mean, it's going to be the same as green screen, but again, I've not done it before, so it's just made me a little bit curious. Because HitFilm has a blue screen, a green screen, and a red screen option. I'm sure you can do other colors as well, but that's what HitFilm has. Yeah, that's about it, really. So I'm going to just quickly finish this shot, just turn the head all the way back again. And then I'm going to end the stream. So yeah, if anyone, like I said, if anyone has any final things they want to add, final things they want to ask, please feel free to ask or comment. I'm going to be here all night. I'm not going to, well, not all night. I'm going to be here for another, probably a couple of hours, but I don't think I'll be live streaming. But if I do stop motion tomorrow as well, which I might, I don't know yet. I'm see what I do tomorrow, but I might hop on another live stream if I can. And yeah. I might just bow her head a little bit. Sort of bowing it. Oops, she's moved. Sometimes you can save it if a figure moves, because sometimes kind of like the body's kind of moved sideways a little bit, you know. Sometimes it does actually become a blessing in disguise. But generally, try and keep it in the same position. Right, so I'm going to end the stream here. So again, I want to thank everyone for joining. Please stay tuned for Bounty Hunter and other episodes and things. But yeah, I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I hope everyone has a great day, great morning, great evening, great night, wherever you are. Have a good time. So stay tuned for more, and please hit the like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a good day until all are one.